Hi guys, this is Tony Mitra and here is a short clip of my long talk with Anthony Samsel today, and it is to do with lentils. This is to do with the
with chickpeas and peas
with
and lentils.
the lentils. Canada has become one of the major exporters of these lentils and also chickpeas, etc., to India, and it captures a large, maybe 80-90% of India's import is from there, or Canada's export is to India. Anyway, it constitutes a very large body, and there are more and more land in the prairies in Saskatchewan and so on being converted to grow lentils for India. And I know they make it the toxic way, they desiccate it with glyphosate, and I know from the Canadian Food Inspection Agency readings that these lentils are having very high, the glyphosate content on average going into several hundred, and on individual cases maybe even thousands, and parts per billion. So now the need for testing what's coming from Canada is not, need for testing for concentration of glyphosate has not caught on here. In fact, awareness of the glyphosate problem has not caught on here, but the lentils are a major part of everybody's diet, whether he's a vegetarian or he eats meat, irrespective. The lentils are there in pure form, cooked and had with rice or with roti and so on, as well as ground up and mixed with all kinds of processed food. It's everywhere. And I cannot imagine anybody who is not eating lentil. And if Canada is a major source of Indian lentil, because Indians can't seem to produce enough for
They're
themselves.
poisoning India.
So
they're poisoning India. Virtually all lentils and peas grown in Canada are either desiccated, dried with glyphosate, or they use glyphosate pre-plant. And even when they use glyphosate pre-plant, even if they don't spray the plants to kill them and dry the lentils or peas, the glyphosate gets absorbed from the roots, from the soil, and into the seeds. It concentrates highest in the seeds.
From the
what
people
was the percentage? The percentage of the samples that they tested, wasn't it like 80 or 90%?
Yeah, hundreds of samples were tested, and Canadian samples, almost 90% of them had glyphosate.
Yeah, Tony, that's the glyphosate is only part of the problem. I'm going to tell you another problem that I see, but I need some of those lentils. I need some of the imported lentils that are coming out of Canada so that I can not only check for glyphosate, but I want to check for heavy metals. I believe that from my experience in my corn experiments, growing genetically engineered corn and non-GMO corn, and using glyphosate, I found that when glyphosate is used on the crop, whether it's just for weed control or you spray it on the crop, if you're using it, what happens is you get lead and cadmium, and aluminum.
How do you get lead and cadmium and aluminum if you are desiccating with glyphosate? Is it because of the Roundup or what?
It changes the plant's physiology so that it takes up cadmium, lead, and aluminum at higher rates than it normally would.
It picks it up from the package called Roundup herbicide, or it picks it up from the soil, or from where?
It picks it up from the soil.
Oh, so it
bioaccumulates it.
So it picks up more heavy metals if it has been poisoned by glyphosate compared to what it would have picked up if there was no glyphosate sprayed on it.
That's correct.
Oh, I see. I did not know this one.
And well, I haven't released that to the world yet.
Oh.
I've done it in corn. What I need to do is I need to analyze some lentils and some chickpeas and peas from Canada.
So, okay, from Canada, not from India.
Well, from India.
I am right now in India. It would be easy to collect them and to send them to you. And when I'm in Canada, it'll be easy to send you from Canada. I can even have somebody else send it to you from Canada, asking one of my friends. That's very possible.
Okay, we need to look at the heavy metal content, because what I found in my field experiments with corn over the past 3 years was that any corn that was grown with glyphosate, whether it was just for weed control or to spray on the crop, increased cadmium, lead, and aluminum.
Oh, I see.
It did not increase arsenic.
Oh.
Arsenic was not increased with the usage of glyphosate.
Why do you think that would happen? Why would you think, if the plant is being poisoned by glyphosate and it is not yet dead and it's still able to pull things from the soil, why do you think it would pick up the heavy metals? Because it has lost the ability to pick and choose?
At low levels, at low concentrations, glyphosate gets absorbed by the plant. It may not kill the plant, but it acts as a growth regulator. And so, when it acts as a growth regulator, glyphosate is an electrophile that can attach to the DNA of the plant and switch genes on and off.
Mm-hmm, okay.
So it can encourage the bioaccumulation of heavy metals as opposed.
So as a side effect, unknown side effect, that it's screwing up with the DNA of some or all cells.
That's correct.
I see. Okay. So tell me, what is the sample size? I mean, like 1 kilo or half a kilo, or what kind of size are you?
A pound sample is good. That gives me plenty to do by HPLC, ELISA, and also to do the mineral analysis. I'll have to do a total mineral analysis.
Okay, 1 pound is about half a kilo. And that's the truncated talk with Anthony Samsel covering the issue of lentil. And now we need some help in collecting small samples of lentils from India and also from Canada to send to Anthony Samsel's lab. So people who are interested to help out, please contact me and we get this part off the ground. Thank you.